So let's chat a minute about UFOs, mainly because I know you want to, George. Just so,
Favorite.
yeah, just so our listeners know, you and I have we've tried this a couple of times, but it just never made the cut. We kind of went off into all kinds of rabbit holes. But let me open it up and see if we could do a little bit better. So, due to a federal mandate, there is a report that will be issued by the Director of National Intelligence to Congress and we, the people, in just a matter of days, actually. The mandate for the report was tucked into the $2.3 trillion COVID relief bill signed in December by former President Donald Trump under the Intelligence Authorization Act. The report will draw on classified military files, and it'll address decades of sightings and videos which date back to the 1940s. With that said, what do you think about this, George?
The first thing that people said to me when I started to get excited about it, because the news came out and everybody was just kind of like, whatever. Like, oh yeah, the Pentagon is confirmed UFOs. That's cool. Anyway, so like I was saying, I was on Amazon the other day, and that's pretty much how people were. And, and meanwhile, I'm like, they admitted it. So then immediately people come to me and go, this is just a distraction from what's really going on. And I'm thinking, what if what's really going on is a distraction from this?
Ooh, here we go down, yeah, back down the rabbit hole again. This is why it
but,
hasn't made the cut.
but I love the look. Look, I've always thought that some of these videos at least had some validity, because there's always been a military guy somewhere, or like high ranking respectable people who have made claims and bought in, and but they're on a show with that dude with the freaky hair, like, I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. Like, and like you put them on the same show, and suddenly this guy, like, now he doesn't look like a respectable general
Yeah, it's
anymore.
like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Buzz Aldrin doesn't really seem to be Buzz Aldrin anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, all right, maybe got a touch of the Joe Biden thing,
yeah.
going on, right?
Yeah, so
So,
it's like, yeah, like right in the same show that this like legitimate army general comes out and says, we've had reports of this for a long time. We knew about this then the next scene cuts to like the dude like, Biden is a lizard person. And
yeah,
he's,
right. Yeah, just watch
and
his
then
eyes.
you're like,
He only has one eyelid that goes up,
yeah,
right?
he really lives underground with the rest of the lizard people, and that's why you don't know they're there. And it's
Well, he
like,
does live underground,
yeah, well, that's true.
right?
But I think
In the
these people are
basement.
suggesting deeper than his basement, though.
All
I
right.
think they're
Yeah.
suggesting like underneath, But anyway, so there have always been these fairly legitimate people who there's no other reason to think are crazy, that are coming out, And the way that they always explain those people was, this could be, they'd start using, psychological, like, temporary situations where people think they see what they don't see and whatever. But like in my head, I'm like, nah, this guy's got his shit together. I'm pretty sure he saw something. I don't know what the hell it was, but I don't think they do either. And now the Pentagon has come out and said, yeah, they're out there, and we have no idea. We got no idea. Now what gets me going is, if you don't know, folks, there's a 60-minute piece that was done on this that kind of broke this whole thing open. And then everybody else's reporting kind of followed the 60-minute piece. And they were interviewing people who were in charge of these programs. And some of these pilots, because now they can speak, some of these pilots were coming out saying stuff like, so the interviewer says, well, so you've been seeing these things fairly regularly? He's like, over the last 2 years, we've been seeing them literally every day. And he's like, what? He was seeing them every. He's like, yeah, every day. He's like, there's no day that I went out there and didn't see one. He's like, they're there regularly now, to the point where, like, the Pentagon's looking at it as a defense threat. We don't know if it's I mean, the laws of physics that these things defy, to me, like, I mean, China can't even get its basic military act together. I don't care what their propaganda videos say. And the reality of the matter is, Russia's too broke to develop technology like that. I mean, in the end, no one knows what the hell this is. Now, on the upside, if it is aliens, I think it was Reagan who made this comment once. Like, what if aliens came down from I think it'll take aliens to come down from outer space for everybody to finally start looking at each other as one race, right? So, and because that's kind of the nature of humanity, right? If we got
Right.
another legitimately different race from all of us, right? Like, it's like, all right, well, now we look at race as saying, okay, black, white, Latino, all right, but now we've got like human and like three-legged android,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, so now, like, give us somewhere else to point our hate, and we'll all unify and point our hate there. Probably in the end, it'll become our own destruction. But hey, at least we got together for a minute before it all went
Yeah,
down,
it was our final glorious moment together.
right?
We united, we
We
stood.
finally figured it out,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
poof,
we should have
and
stuck
then the
together
mothership came.
before they annihilated us. Yeah. Well,
That's
I'll
great.
tell you, I told you this before, but I want to say it again while we're filming here, is that I saw a UFO in the
Dun, dun,
1970s
dun.
along with like 20 other people. We were on a ball field in Brentwood, Long Island, and we look up, and there in the sky is a little white dot, and it goes from one end of the sky to the other end of the sky in a flash.
A few weeks ago, I would have called you crazy.
I know you would have, but I've always remember this. It went from one end of the sky to the other end of the sky, back again, did a kind of a circle, and then just took off and disappeared from view. Nothing, nothing moves that fast,
And
and
that's what they were saying. They were saying, like, and this is what I'm intrigued by. Like, so we always see these fuzzy videos, and that's what they released on the 60 Minutes piece, were these like fuzzy videos. Cut that out. So as they were showing these different videos, one of them was on a stealth Navy ship, and you can hear the guys talking like in amazement as they're watching this, and you're seeing just this, like, flash on the screen, but they're apparently looking at it, with their eyes, and they're talking about it, and all of a sudden he's like, did you see that? It splashed, and he's like, that's affirmative, it splashed, or something like that, right? Like, they both acknowledged that the thing hit the water and went right underwater.
right,
And then another guy's talking and says, like, the stuff that they really have is so far above and beyond these grainy videos that you keep seeing. Like, they have real photos, real high. Everyone goes, well, why are the photos always these, like, And it now turns out that because they're usually shot with a cell phone camera or some budget camera, but the military has been taking high res photos and has been taking legitimate photos, and apparently they have them, and they might be in this report, and that's what I want to see. Like, the one guy was saying, they fly right next to us. Like, he's like, it's not like they're always off in the ether. Like, they fly right up to you. They fly right near you. Like, we've got clear photos of these things. Like, still don't know what the hell they are, but we have clear photos of them. But they talk about things like submarine sonar picking up objects moving at 150 knots underwater. Like, that's crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy. And then when I started hearing that stuff, I'm like, now I'm becoming the dude. Like, I had to mess my hair up first before I started thinking
break
about it.
out, break out your aluminum foil.
Yeah, yeah. So now, like, I'm coming
Tune
up with
into
my
the
own theories.
universe.
Like maybe
Yeah,
they've been living under the ocean this whole time.
in Antarctica.
You know what? Anywhere that's deep in the ocean, like people don't realize we have not explored the ocean.
Oh yeah,
Like, they think space is the final frontier. We have no clue what's in the deeper depths of the ocean. Like, we
like
don't
the
even.
Mariana Trench, right? Isn't it the Mariana
There's a
Trench?
bunch of, like, most of the world's ocean. We have no idea what's down there. It's super dark down there. It's very difficult to see anything, even if you do make a device that can handle the pressure, which in and of itself makes vehicles underwater incredibly difficult to make because they have to be so thick and so resistant to immense pressure. But there's like bioorganisms living down there that are swimming, and yet we have to have this like super super iron tank to go down there with. Like, they could totally have been down there the whole time, and
Yeah.
we would have no idea. All right, I
So
can do my hair again.
do you have do you have any like any summary, like some kind of summary prediction on, you know, what it's
They're
about and
here,
what's going to
folks.
happen?
They're here. Just get your best. Get that best sound bite going, and just get your popcorn out, and let's get ready to watch the show, because I ain't really scared of them, because honestly, I think they've been around for decades on end, possibly centuries on end, and they haven't killed us yet. So if the goal was to kill us, pretty sure they'd have just done that and moved on, right? So they're either here getting something they want, or there's something, more crazy about the reason they're here. My guess, just being a human, would be like they're here to collect resources, but they're not trying to destroy the whole. They might be like ethical, thing where they're not trying to kill everyone, but they do need the resources that are beneath the ocean or in a certain area or whatever. Who knows, right? Anybody who takes a guess at that is full of shit anyway. It's just they're here. They're definitely here, and that's no longer full of shit. And that's big news. I don't care if it's a distraction. I could chew gum and walk at the same time. I'm cool with that distraction. If that's going to be what they're going to keep distracting us with, by dropping files like high def photos of actual UFOs and stuff, cool. Distract the hell out of me. I'm good with that. I could still manage promoting convention estates and everything else while I watch these sick videos and have fun and go back to my Star Trek and Star Wars days. Like, I'm totally cool with that distraction. Bring it on. Give me more distraction.
I'm telling you. I'm looking forward to the report. It's supposed to
Oh
be
yeah.
out.
We're doing it. We're going
Yeah.
on about it, folks. We will put something up. Trust me when I tell you that it will go up. I told Jack, I was like, Jack's in with me. He wants to do it too. But I was like, Jack, even if you think it's ridiculous and you don't want to do it, I'm doing it. I was like, we got to do this together.
Oh
It's
no.
gonna be,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a blast. And I just can't wait. I can't wait. Now, if they drop a report that has nothing in it, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's the one thing that would bother me.
Yeah,
But
like a bunch of
the other
redacted
thing is,
lines, and like it says the, and then it's all redacted, and that's all we have to say about that. You're
right.
like, what the? That would be very military of them.
The only thing that might disturb me at all is when you say it's going to be a blast. I hope it's not going to be a blast. Whoa,
uh,
that's it.
let's see, man.
Lights
Let's
out.
see.
All
This
right,
one's gonna be
Georgie.
fun. They got a lot to distract us from, so they may release a ton of shit. You don't know, man.
You never
You don't
know.
know.
You never
They're
know.
probably sitting there going. They probably went to each other and were like, "So what happened after the report?" No one cared, sir. What? Like, no one
Yeah.
cared. They're still dialed in on the politics that are going on in the military purge and CRT. They didn't even blink, sir.
Yeah.
All
Everyone's
right, we're gonna have to
expecting it.
roll out an actual ET.
Oh God.
Let's hope.
Yes. All right, George. Well, that was fun. I think we did a better job this time around.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Favorite topic.
I'm
Lighten it
telling
up
you.
a little.
Talk to you.
All right.